Happy Friday, Royals. Welcome back to Melanin Madam. Tonight we have Media Madam PI and we have case number 93. It is going to be Delusion, Desire, and Disaster when fantasy replaces reality. I think that's the case for everybody, y'all. This necklace is doing a lot. Come on in. On your way in, please make sure you subscribe if you are not already. Share the live. That will be appreciated. And engage. This is interactive. So I do stop after the stories and read your comments. And I see them as you're going as well. So if I need to implement them, I do. Tonight is just going to be me because I needed to switch the time of the show. Today is a birthday for one of my friends. So happy birthday, Alexis. We're going to be celebrating her today. So let's get started with the show. We will start with the disclaimer and then we will be ready. Let me grab my glasses. I actually have everything right here. And let me see. Let me share on TikTok. Let me make sure I share. Hold on one second. And let me fix this real quick so it doesn't dry down wrong because I did put in Moose Child and it'll dry exactly how I said it. And I don't want that. I don't want that for us. Okay. Let's see. Let me share out the live. Hello, Miss Berry. We're going to start with the stories in just a minute. Let me share out the live. And then we'll be ready to get started. Tonight we have some real ghetto-ass stories. It's going to be interesting. On your way in, please make sure and share the live. Tap the screen and grab your daily heartbeat. Okay, so let's read the disclaimer. I can't be late today. Okay, let me check here. Perfect. Everything is going. Here we go. The stories presented tonight are alleged accounts shared publicly online and are discussed for commentary, education, entertainment, and life lessons. Please do not harass or attempt to identify anyone involved. Everything discussed tonight is an opinion based on the story that they submitted. And now let's investigate. Listen, let me tell you something. I don't care if a story sounds like something that's happening right now. First of all, we all have access to social media, so everything sounds like something, child. I promise you, this is not any stories from my real life. Anybody that I know, of, child. I don't know if they submitted it. I don't know shit. I'm just doing my job. Just doing what the people ask for. Okay. So tonight's investigations they prove one thing. Hello, Donovan. They prove one thing. Sometimes the biggest red flag isn't the other person. It actually lies within ourselves. One person fell in love with someone they could not ever, never have. Yet they fell in love. How does that actually happen? How do you fall in love with somebody you could never have? Do you fall in lust? Because how do you fall in love? I don't understand that. Another spent thousands buying a fantasy. That one is interesting. Someone crashed an engagement that didn't even exist. My God, on today. You can't make this shit up. I promise you can't. So, Crown Royals, grab your notebooks. Media Madam PI case number 93 is now in session. Here we go. Even the docket snatcher glitters. Here we go. Okay, so case file number 1 is married but secretly obsessed with her boss. Can you actually genuinely fall in love with somebody else's spouse while you also have a spouse lined up? How do y'all fall in love like that? Because it takes me a minute to fall in love, to love somebody. I love everybody. I could love a complete stranger. You love something about them. They do something you love. But I mean like fall in love. How do you fall in love with somebody? Job. I'm assuming we're going to find out. So let's see here. Let me load the story. Sorry, Sarah. Okay, so let's see. Let me take a sip. Okay, so the story is This thing on. Okay. I think I might be in love with my boss. I have the feeling that he might be attracted to me as well. In parentheses, there have been signs like him touching my hand too many times, purposefully bumping into me or staying too close to me when talking. I cannot. I don't know if he has is obsessed with me as I am with him, but it did seem so for a while. People make up shit on their own. It gets worse. How could it get worse? Let's see. He's married with a child. I also work with his wife and am very recently married. I literally was thinking about him whilst, that means they're not from America, whilst planning for my wedding not too long ago, and that makes me feel awful. Wow, as I'm putting this into words, I realize how bad this is, but not bad enough to make you not stop doing it. Okay. He seemed, again, I don't know if that's true, pretty infatuated with me as well, until he found out that I was getting married. And then it felt like he changed his attitude towards me. Of course he did. Obviously, neither of us have acted upon it, and I don't want my marriage to start off with an affair or get divorced right away. So I'm just hoping the feelings go away soon, or if not, I'll probably have to quit. I would have quit a while ago, but okay. I don't have anyone whom I could say this to. Oh, thank you for grabbing your daily heart, me. Unfortunately, so here I am. For more context, my husband is amazing, and he also has no idea that I'm going through this. I would hope not. Nor does he suspect anything wrong. Also, I've been feeling like this for a couple of months now, 5 to be precise. I need your advice. Mm, let's see. Okay, let me think about this. Okay, advice. What advice would I give if this was my friend telling me that they had feelings for their boss that's married? They recently just got married, even had the feelings while they were planning their wedding, and still has them after. And you don't work. Wait, your boss? This is your boss, and you work with the wife? How is the boss and the wife? Anyway, maybe they all at the same company. But it sounds like, maybe you know what he makes and you in love with what he makes and you in love with how well they take care of each other and maybe they look like a power couple to you or something like that. But that's by the way. I think you infatuated. You're not in love. You're not in any of those things. You infatuated with this man. And I can only tell you that as a wife, um, I don't know. I truly married the person that on that day and leading up to that day, I thought about him. I don't know how you're infatuated with somebody else. Like most brides, I don't know how it is for males because they say y'all can have multiple feelings at a time. But when you're planning your wedding, like your feelings are all giddy, you all excited about getting married, the attention of it all as well. The time with your homegirls, like going to look for your dress. You excited about the details of planning your wedding. Not even so much as being a bride, but just the part about that day and getting married. I don't understand how you had these feelings for this man and you can't shake them. So we are not the same. Um, if this man has been able to penetrate through all of that, in advance, dang, these phones is going off. I should have cut it on. Do not disturb at this time. Um, if you know that you are infatuated with this man, um, I would have quit a long time ago. I would have quit. Or if there's another department you can go to or anything like that, I think you should have done that a long time ago. Because something that's so strong that's penetrating through that, notice that when he found out that you were engaged and going to be married, you were no longer attractive to him. He wasn't, he didn't even look, even if you thought that he was in your space too much or doing things that were inappropriate, he actually stopped doing them when he found out that you were engaged. And the mere fact that that didn't make you feel like, okay, this is what a married person is supposed to do, although he should not have been doing those things. If he wasn't doing it, or if he was doing it because he thought you were single, he still should have stopped doing those things. So I don't understand that part, but he still stopped when another person was involved. Or if it aligned with he wasn't doing the things you thought that he was doing and he was just being your boss. And um okay, hello watermelon. He was just being your boss and he noticed that you was doing too much and he pulled back. So either way, he did what he was supposed to. My only advice for you, Cupcake, would be quit your job before you get in trouble. hmm Either you're gonna throw yourself on that man, you're gonna start comparing him to your husband. You're gonna do things that you should not do because you probably was on your honeymoon thinking about that man, and that is so interesting to me. What has he done that's gained your attention so much? You also said, let me see how you worded it, because how somebody words something is a big deal. When you said, let me clear something. I don't know. From context. For context, my husband is amazing and he has no idea what I'm doing. What you didn't say is I love my husband very much. I wouldn't have wanted to marry anybody but him. You didn't say any of those things. You said he's amazing. So did you marry him because he's amazing, or you married him because you wanted to be a wife and you wanted to be married? Because those are two different things. You're not confessing your love for him, but you're very much so making it be known and the intricate details about this other man, but not the intricate details about your man. That's interesting. That's very interesting, actually. I think you need to reevaluate what you're doing. Although this is going to sound really, really bad, but you put yourself in this situation. Um, you need to determine if you want to be married, and you need to determine it quick. I'm very aware you just had a wedding and all of the things, but you need to determine that very, very quickly, as to not move forward, have children, and take up any more time from this man and do any more damage than you quite possibly could have already done. And you need to learn how to be unselfish, because that was very selfish. You should have done all of this before you got married. You really should have. Because how are you so infatuated with this man? That I don't really understand that. Maybe because I'm not infatuated with anybody like that. I'm honestly not. Mm-mm. Infatuated is a big word, man. No. So I'm going to have to say, little moccasin, that we're going to need you to get it together, because you starting out this marriage all wrong. While you saying you don't want to start out the marriage all wrong, you are. Um, Emotional or verbal cheating and infidelity and affairs is usually where it starts, and then it leads to the other things the first time you see that opening. You're still waiting for an opening. Despite working with his wife, seeing his wife, knowing he has kids, doing all of those things, you don't give a shit. You don't care. You don't care at all. Um, you have no boundaries, because you should have already trained your brain not to be thinking that way. It's nothing wrong with saying like somebody's attractive or something like that, but to literally be infatuated with your boss whose wife you know and you know the kid, that's too much. Attraction is normal. Fatal attraction is not. And it's something wrong. hmm Yeah, you need to take accountability, honey. Work chemistry has ended whole marriages and it's not even worth it. If quitting seems easier than resisting temptation, then go ahead and do it. But the reason why I didn't tell you to just quit right away is because you also need to practice discipline and you need to learn how to be a wife. You do, because it's going to impact your marriage. It is. And you don't want him to find out. You don't. If you want to keep him, that's your business. So I'm going to have to say, we're going to call you guilty. Okay. That's what we're going to do. You're guilty. You're wrong. You should not be infatuated with your boss, whose wife you work with also, and you know they have kids. If the excitement of preparing for a wedding didn't deter you from thinking about this man, and you still thinking about this man, you have a problem, man, and you need to work on it. Okay, case number two. These go so fast when it's just me. Child, I love it sometimes. I do when I got something to do. Okay, here we go. Next story. This one is $2,270 for someone selling a fantasy. At what point does loneliness become financial destruction? Let's see. These secret addictions is something else. Let's read the story and see what happened. Okay, here we go. Oh my. Okay. I have spent over $2,000 on a woman on a live X chat in just 11 days. It's easy, honey. You could do $100 a day. That's not hard at all. Okay. Last week I was scrolling on, I think it's Shamster, and I clicked on someone's live cam on accident. Okay. I was intrigued and started chatting. Okay. And she is really cool. All right. Mm-hmm. And she's my exact type. I'm sure she is. She probably built herself that way. I decided to buy 200 tokens for $20. I told myself it would be a one-time thing. It's the worst addiction you could have is helping people. And used it to control the speed of her X machine for 5 minutes. Her X machine, do that mean her box? Okay. She squirted. Probably just peed a little. Okay. And I was hooked. That's all it took. She started messaging me every time she was going live. Of course she did. You became a contributor. That's the auto reply that goes out. You're now one of her gifters. You become MVPs and all of these things. No, thank you. I don't want it. Thank you. Um, and I started buying more and more tokens. Earlier this morning, I spent $600 and tried to buy more tokens after those were gone, but my card declined. I looked at my bank statements and realized that I've spent $2,270 on her. I'm not sure how I'm going to explain this to my fiance. I need your advice. Mic drop. Child, listen. All I can tell you is, okay, if it's a fiance, y'all already share a bank account and you getting a credit card bill. You got, damn. If y'all share the credit card or the bill or finances or anything like that, you're going to have to just tell her. You do. You're going to have to just tell her because you put it on your card. Hello, Ronnie. You put it on your card. So it's there. The card is going to tell on itself unless there is a way that you can hide it and slowly pay it off and truly whatever website that you was on, someone's live cam, you clicked on it on accident. You didn't click on it on accident. And if you did, some of these apps do push you into stuff, especially when you stay looking too long. It'll push you into it because they know how to reel you in, kind of like gambling. It gives you the endorphins and stuff like that, the dopamine that makes you want to keep doing these things um, because of the excitement of it all, the noise of it all, how they engage you, how they speak directly to you by saying your name, things like that. They do it on purpose. It draws you in. I have gifted way more than I wanted to give. That I started out gifting. In the end, was it what I wanted? Yes. Did I regret it? No. But I did have to be like, okay, you're taking care of people, and that's fine. But if you continue to do this every time you see this person, and the FYP is pushing it to you, it's not good. It's just not. Even supporting somebody every day, that happens. You have to balance that out. But you can't even say that you supporting something that was a good cause or a reason or something like that. Yours is literally connected to you being on sites that, I don't know. Does your fiance care that you on these type of sites? If she doesn't care that you on these type of sites, then you're good. You just need to let her know you made a mistake and then pay it off and fix it. That's all you can do. Welcome in. All you can do is pay it off and fix it, but you didn't accidentally be on no X website. You was on there because you like corn. That's why you was on there. So you need to take it completely off your thing. Just take it off. Welcome in, sister. You need to take it completely off your phone and don't have access to um, whatever this website is. You need to take it off because now you got to pay for all of that. And hopefully that doesn't have any impact because you said fiance on the planning of your wedding or anything like that. But you're going to need to tell her if y'all finances are not together. And they must be because you said, how am I going to explain this to my fiance? So y'all must have stuff together. And she's going to end up finding out. So just go ahead and tell her. hmm Addiction is interesting. You could have an addiction to anything. That's why I tell people, like, when you talk about rug addicts and things like that, there are other addictions that are just as bad and they're everyday things, which kind of makes it worse because it's a balance between enjoying it and doing it and then food. You need it to live. You can have splurge and enjoy, but then when you enjoy too much or you enjoy things that go against your health, that's an addiction that's really bad for you, just as bad as the rugs. It is. Sometimes it's that you like the attention. It could be that too. It could be like you said, she has the perfect shape. She's your perfect type. Um, she's your perfect type because she's a fantasy. She's not real. She's not real. Until then, your fiance was your fantasy. That's who you need to make your fantasy. And God forbid, here's the one thing that's gonna be real, real bad. I mean real, real bad. Oh, it's gonna be bad. If you've never spent that amount of money on your fiance, or she wanted something and you told her no, or she wanted to go on a trip and you ain't never spent $2,270, actually double that on your fiance, it's gonna be bad. She gonna cuss you the hell out. Mm, I'm sorry. If your bank account is crying, you went way too far and you need to completely disconnect because yikes. But good luck with that one. Yeah, good luck. Sorry, buddy. Only advice I have for you is to tell or pay it off, disconnect. Don't let it impact your fiance and your life and disconnect. Disconnect. You have fun, you enjoy the amusement park. You go to an amusement park and you come home. Let it go. You can't do it no more. You can't do it no more because you can't afford it. And even if you could afford it, no. That was interesting. Okay, case number 3 is she showed up to her own proposal that never existed. How far should somebody go before accepting reality over rumors? Let's see. Let's read the story. We are breezing straight through these, and I love that for me because then that means I will not be late to dinner. I like that. Okay, here we go. Okay. A rumor spread in my friendship group that my boyfriend of 7 years was going to propose to me and that he had a party set up at a particular location, so I pretended not to know about it. I paid the I paid the girls to do my makeup. I showed up at the address and it's Chuck E. Cheese restaurant. My boyfriend is kind of silly. He's also a father of 2 young kids, and for several years he had promised me he was going to leave his wife, my God, on today. Okay. We were together first, then he married her. They've been together 4 years and have 2 kids. I've been with him for 7 years, So I'm not no side hoe. She is. I just figured that that was my day that he was going to propose, although he never invited. He didn't even invite you? He never invited me. I arrived at Chuck E. Cheese and he's there with his wife and their children. She said to me, "Are you the parent of one of the kids?" I said, "No, I'm your husband's future fiance." Oh my God. Pizza was thrown at me. Several people hit me, including a few kids. I ran back to the car. Half my wig was shredded. I'm okay physically, but my boyfriend is not speaking to me or checking on me, nor has he proposed. I'm so confused right now. What is he thinking? I need advice. Y'all, this couple is our color. This one is our color. Oh my. Um, I think this is, hey Neek, I think this is one of the worst stories. Oh, hey Miss Linda. Okay, so recap on the story. The recap is the girl is writing us and she's confused because in her friend group, she was told that her boyfriend was going to be proposing to her finally after 7 years. She pretended like she didn't know. She got her makeup done and did all the things to pull up. Okay. She pulled up and it was a Chuck E. Cheese address. She's like, "Oh, my boyfriend is silly. Um, you know, he could be he could be being a prankster." So she goes in and he's there with his wife and his two children. But she's not the side hoe. The wife is the side hoe because she's been with him for 7 years and the wife been with him for 4 years. So she was there first. So she went into the Chuck E. Cheese and she saw him, and then it was pizza flying everywhere. It was pow pows flying everywhere. And then she ran to her car, and she's okay though. But her boyfriend, somebody else's husband, wasn't okay. They got him pretty good. And now he's not talking to her. He ain't checked on her. And she don't understand what's going on. I think I recapped it pretty well. That's the recap. Wow is all I gotta say too. First of all, your friends did you dirty. Your friends did, I don't even know what to say. Because it's a lot of women that believe that way. Oh, I knew him first. Oh, we had a baby together first. It's men that think that way too. It's men that think that way too. I had exes telling me that I belonged to them. They had me first. What? You say? Um, I just need to rub my temples for. Those are not friends at all. Those are not friends at all. They set your ass smooth the hell up. When I say set you up, they set you up. And you didn't think it was strange that none of your friends went with you or nothing like that? You didn't think it was strange that none of them was in the parking lot when you got there, that wanted to be with you on that day while you was getting ready, if they supposedly knew before you knew? Nothing. I don't really have no, I don't. Oh, see, you hear that? That was my shoulder. Y'all, sometimes I don't have advice for these people. My only advice be like, go to hell. or bitch you wild for that, or you're stupid, or it don't be really advice, y'all. Is that really advice? Leave him alone. That's the advice. Leave him alone. He wants, hey Zeta, it's nothing that he wants to do with you. Hello, Desmond. It's nothing he wants to do with you. That man doesn't belong to you. If you dated him 7 years ago and you continue to fuck on a married man that chose somebody else or move forward with somebody else, I won't even, well, the husband does choose the wife. He chose to wife somebody else. He didn't choose to wife you. And based on what you set up for him, he didn't have to. Leave him alone. Married men are bad luck. Married men are and women are very bad luck. Very bad. Bad things happen to people that mess with married men and married women. It just does, because you're intervening in the covenant of two people. And despite the dumb things that people say, like, I didn't make that commitment, blah, blah, blah. Well, if you call yourself a Christian, you did. Um, if you call yourself a Christian, you following the same rules as everybody else. And the rules are to not commit adultery. So if you're doing it, you're just as guilty. The punishment is no different for you. It's really not. In case y'all didn't know, y'all better read some of the stories in the Bible. They right there. But bad things will absolutely happen. And then when you go to try to get married, I know somebody that messed with a married man for a very, very long time, taunted the wife. I mean, really dug they nails into that marriage. And when it was time, the wife ended up saying, "Here you go, you can have him." I mean, she had kids. She did all kind of things intentionally. She did a bunch of mean things. Moved across the street. She did a bunch of things. And then when said wife said, "Here you go, you can have him. I don't want him," she tried to return him. She tried to return the sender. And wife said, "No, thank you." And then she got married. And when she got married, her husband was with everybody that didn't have their legs closed. They got divorced and then got remarried. He played with her like a violin. And one day she said to me, "I think that is karma for what I did." And I was like, "Really?" I was like, "Why?" Now here's the cold part. At this point, I didn't know how bad things were. Um, the person that was the wife, it's my sister. It's my older sister. She's come on and said it before. It's my older sister. hmm And hello, Yolanda. And that person suffered. But she called that out. We all went to school together. And I was there with her one day because he was mistreating her. And ironically, I was the one who pulled up to help her. Me and her developed a relationship in adult years. And then I found out all the things that she had done to my sister. I had no idea. My sister didn't tell me when it was happening. And I didn't know. And I didn't know it went on as long as it did. I knew that there was a mistake. I thought the first was a mistake. I didn't know, moved across the street, um, that all of these things had happened. I was away at school and living my life, right? My sister didn't bother me with those things because, and I'm grateful that she didn't, because had she told me, I don't know where I would be. I might be in jail. But that person really did circle back. And very interesting, the very person that you hurt. And by then they had become co-parents and did all of these things. So I was like, not thinking about the logistics of anything. And that was within their marriage. I don't be in my siblings' marriages. If you're not getting no hands put on you or nothing like that, for me, a lot of the stories that I heard went too far. Yes, she did do right. She did right. She protected me very much. She did. Um, and there are things that go on in a marriage that belong in a marriage. You don't involve your family unless you want the go button to be all the way there. I understand that. But I found out the greater detail as an adult right before we took a trip to Jamaica. I had to call my big sister, like, if my niece is this age and my nephew is this age and her kids is this age and both of them kids is his. I was like, oh shit, am I betraying my sister? Now remember, at this point, all I'm hearing is, they're co-parenting. I'm not really thinking anything. I don't think into other people's business like that. It's a welcome in. Thank you for the taps. It's a blessing and a curse, right? I didn't think anything like that. And so when different things were told to me, I only had one question to my sister, and it was, are you okay with me being around this person? Because you know what type of friend that I am. And because these are my niece and nephew siblings as well, these are my nieces as well now too. Um, I'm gonna acknowledge him that way, or do you want something different? Before I build this relationship, do you want something different? Um, and she was fine with it. She was like, "We're family now. I'm over it. It's okay." She had remarried and everything. She was fine. That was a lot to download on me though, and best believe as soon as we got to Jamaica, me and that person had to sit down and have a conversation because I needed them to know my sister come first. My sister come first, hands down. I done already sat down and had a conversation with her. And she gave me permission to be here. And yes, I meant the word permission. I did. Can y'all imagine if I'd have known back in my 20s that kind of stuff? Y'all, my leg is shaking just thinking about it because a lot of that stuff has resurfaced now. But child, you don't mess with those things. Not only did the full circle person that you came back around to wanting a friendship with, traveling with, that was the person that was your style of friend, very loyal, because I'm still loyal, um, was the person you hurt's sister that could have pushed the button at any time and said, beat that bitch ass. And I would have did it. In that moment, I would have done it. Today, we'll never know, now will we? Okay, next story. So, advice that we have for Lug Nuthead, I just gave it. Be prepared for your karma because it's coming. Because this man is not marrying you. He's not. He didn't make sure that you made it safely. He didn't even inquire to find out how you got there. Because if you're not somebody that pops up all the time, he should even wonder, were you set up? How did you get there? Who would have did this? And then you, on the other hand, you're not worried about the right shit. You're wondering what he's thinking about that. I'm wondering why you're not thinking that your friends set you up, because they did. They set you up real, real bad. They set you up real, real bad and got your butt whooped. You want to know why? Because they're probably grown and married and wives or baby daddies, or somebody's done this to them. And they probably think you're too free and comfortable with even saying something like, what did you say? We were together first, then he married her. They've been together 4 years and have 2 kids. I've been with him for 7 years, so I'm no side hoe. She is. On what planet is a wife a side hoe? Now y'all behave like that sometimes and you treat people like that sometimes, but it's a hefty price tag that comes with that. It is. It's a very hefty price tag. And sometimes, just sometimes, when you get within arm's reach, and I'm talking to this camera on purpose, when you get within arm's reach and you're not just stalking a page or something like that, but you get within arm's reach. Okay, so next story, story number 4. Let's see here. Story number 4 is, let's see. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for the tap, Stappa. Now that she's marrying someone else, he wants his family back. Of course he does. Men don't have sense either. It's not just women. It's not. It's a lot of side men. It is. It's a lot of side men that are passenger princesses and being taken care of. I mean, look at Tim. Look at Tim. He is a side nigga. He's a side nigga, a terrible husband. He's both. He's 2 in 1. They both are. You got a 2-for-1 deal out of that, Brene and Tim. hmm And he's a passenger princess, and he doesn't work. Ah, thank you, bestie. Oh, ah, title gift that. Thank you, bestie. Oh my God. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it so much. Um, you guys, I got a money gun, well, 3 money guns from my bestie on TikTok. So she filled the gift gallery. She put her name on it. Okay. Um, but yes, Brene and Tim, perfect example of a side ninja and somebody cheating, as well. Kiki and Bam. Bam, if you're in here, okay, that's what you were. You were. Because you not only had infidelity, y'all had a combination of things, honey. Y'all had like a 7-for-1 special. Y'all had definitely had a 7-for-1 special. Tony Montana. Tony Montana. Thank you, boo. Yes, y'all had a 2-for-1 special. You can't make this shit up. Tony, you want to hear a summary of the last story? I'll tell you, girl, because you one of my faithfuls. I'll repeat it for you. I will give you a summary because that shit was crazy before I move to the next one. Okay, so let me tell you. Okay, let me scoot back, y'all. Let me tell you. Okay, so this what happened, okay? So the girl wrote in, right? And she said, this what the bitch said. She said, I'm with this man and I heard from my friend group that he's going to propose to me after 7 years. So she goes and get her makeup done, get her clothes, and she ready, right? She gets the address that he did not invite her to. He didn't even invite her. She pulls up to the address, y'all. When she pulls up to the address, it's a Chuck E. Cheese, okay? So Chuck E. Cheese. She still walks in that motherfucking Chuck E. Cheese. Let me tell you why she walks in that Chuck E. Cheese. Now, this is the part I'm only going to quote because, honey, it just sounds so much better coming from her. It does. Let me tell you what she said. She said, she said, my boyfriend is kind of silly. He's also a father of 2 young kids for several years, and he had promised me he was going to leave his wife. Then she says, in parentheses, we were together first. First, not second, but first. Not sure how that matters. Ow, thank you. She said, we were together first. Then he married her. How dare he marry her? I understand how you feel, boo-boo. She said, they've been together for 4 years and have 2 kids. I've been with him for 7 years. So, I'm not the side hoe. She is. So, girl, she pulled up to the Chuck E. Cheese. She walked inside of that Chuck E. Cheese. The wife was in there and said, girl, what you doing here? She said something back. The girl took a piece of and hit her with it. Then they whipped her ass. Even the kids jumped in, child. The kids jumped in. Even the kids jumped in. She made it to the exit. Now, y'all know in Chuck E. Cheese, you got to get stamped in, stepped out. I'm going to assume she didn't get stamped out. She ran out the building and got to her car. When she got to her car, that man didn't follow her to her car. He still ain't check on her and see if she okay or nothing. So she want to know what he probably thinking. Half the wig was shredded. The boyfriend is not okay. She wants to know if he's okay. Let me move the puzzle piece. Hold on. This thing need to be right on. It's crazy for me. Crazy work. Okay. So that's what happened. Hey, Winter. Hey, Winter. Y'all got to come in. I really want y'all to know this story. Because the girl left out the Chuck E. Cheese with half her wig gone. The husband, the wife, the friends, the kids, everybody jumped on this lady. But she said, I don't care. I'm not the sideline hoe. She said the wife is the sideline hoe because I've been with him 7 years. They only been together 4. And he promised me he was going to leave her. The man ain't check on her or nothing. So what I want to know is, who set you up? Somebody set you up, because your friend group is the one who told you that he was going to propose to you and gave you the address to the party. But you didn't pull up and see none of their cars. They didn't want to get ready with you. Nothing. And you still went. So she want to know. She want to know what he thinking. He probably ain't thinking nothing. He probably got a concussion. That's why you probably haven't heard from him. If the kids, the friends, everybody jump on you, I'm pretty sure. Oh, because that's what she said. The wife said, "What are you doing here?" She said, "Here to see my future fiance." And it was pizza everywhere. Now she done messed up her good wig. There's lashes everywhere. It's nail particles everywhere. You got what you deserve, lady. You got what you deserve. When the kids whoop ass, you ought to be shamed. Them kids they've been all waiting for you. They've been waiting for you. The wife was waiting for the day that you would get within arm's distance so she could reach out and touch someone. Because they set you up for that. They set you up. I bet you that boyfriend, I bet you he been telling you that his kid's been in taekwondo. Girl, you left out half your wig is shredded, but physically I'm okay. My boyfriend is not. He ain't checked on you, nor has he proposed. Did they hit you with the metal part of the pizza? The thing, the straight thing? I don't know what they want from us. What she want me to tell her? All I could tell her is karma is it delivers. When you intervene in a marriage, the karma that comes with that is bad. And I don't see that's not karma. That's a result of your choices. You freely walked in there and you freely got worked. That's not even the karma yet. That's not even the karma. Now you got to tell everybody that toddlers whipped your ass. All I could picture is I'm gonna get you sucker when Ken and Ivory Wayans got jumped on by the Little People family. They jumped on him. They was gonna beat his butt. Mm, I don't know. I drink my juice and mind my business and treat people right and do good things. I don't know. Hey, Anna girl. I don't know. Anyway, last story. Let's see, honey. I think I could do two more. Next story. Okay, so the next story. And you know that story was good because I didn't even need my glasses to read it. Okay. Ah! Thank you, sister. Thank you, sister. Ah! Like that. Gotta scream like that. Ah! Like that. Okay. I'm so excited. Let me check my gift gallery. Thank you. I've been having a good week. I've been having a really good week. I appreciate the shit out of all of y'all. And I mean good week is in like my head don't hurt as much and stuff like that. Oh, thank you, Raquel. Thank you, Des. Thank you, Toya. Thank you, Amanize. Thank you, Tony Montana. I just need 4 more things and we are done for the week. Hopefully we go up. I just want to make it to B4, y'all. At B4, I think they'll start sending me more wigs and stuff. Partner with TikTok Shop. Oh, we reached 5K too. Thank you. Thank you. Special thank you to Tatted because I was 50 or something off. First, let me tell y'all what I did that one day. So remember that one day, all this time I've been going live and I've been telling y'all, oh, how do I say no to the battle? If I say it, will it be bad? Because I didn't want to hurt nobody's feelings. Y'all, that was Bossy from the very beginning. Bossy been sending me the thing from the beginning, but I don't want to be mean. But on that particular day, I was like, maybe you should stop being a chicken shit. If you go live and she's nice to you, it's going to work well because then you could say you tell short stories, right? You could promote yourself. And you can formally meet her. And if it don't go well, you can cuss her out. Like, I was prepared that day, right? Remember that day I didn't have sense. I was prepared that day. And my lashes look like twins, not cousins. I'm telling you, you got to be ready for some shit. Stay ready. You don't got to get ready. So then I said, let me push the button. What y'all didn't see, okay, is that my hand was shaking like a leaf. And I was so nervous. I was so nervous. Oh, I was so nervous. And then I said, just be yourself, madam. It's okay. You speak in front of people all the time. But it's the unknown. And this app, very crazy. Very crazy. So I hit the button on purpose. And then I said, anybody else comes up that I could just say hi to and meet them, I need to start doing it. I need to stop being a chicken shit and just do it. And it worked out. So I got within 50, I got 200 subscribers off of that, 200 followers off of that. Then I was this close and I said, Tatted, I'm almost there. And she said, y'all get my sister to 5K. And she went and watched, and then I made it to 5K. So thank you to everybody. I'm very appreciative, y'all. That's something that is truly authentic about me. So will I stop and tell a story about being grateful? I will, because I mean it from the bottom of my heart. I really do. You have to thank people. Thank you guys for showing up all the time too. I appreciate it. Okay, last story. She found love. Now baby daddy wants her back. So let's see. First, the girl didn't have no sense. Now, let's see why he don't have no sense. And I really hope, dear Mr. Husband Guy, I really hope that you made it out of Chuck E. Cheese without a concussion. It sounds like you might have it. You might want to call around homegirl and see if he is hit. He might be in ICU. Call and check. Okay. I've been in a relationship with my baby mama on and off for 7. What is this 7 years? For 7 years. We have a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old. I'm in a relationship with another woman now. Okay. But I am an active father. Okay. My children told me that my baby mama is marrying Thomas in September. Excellent. Excellent. Um, they are excited. My baby girl is the flower girl. She should be. I knew of Thomas, but I didn't think my baby mama would stab me in the back and marry him without telling me. I'll ask a question later. Or seeing if I wanted to resume our relationship. That's why we hate. That's why we hate y'all sometimes. You do stinking shit like this. How do I stop the wedding and see if she wants to be a family again? I need your advice. Thank you, pretty girl. Y'all, is he freaking serious right now? Y'all, we get a lot of these kind with different levels of audacity. Audacity. Idiodacity. They are idiots. Hey, Neek, they are idiots. Y'all need me to recap that? I don't understand. Round of recap. And if you guys want this wig, this one is the Kinky Curly Red. I've had this one for a year. A year also. The curl pattern starts all the way at the top. I flattened it and goes all the way down. I just put it in today. It's in my cart. I think this one is Love Me. You'll like it. Okay. Recap on the story. Okay, let me scoot back. So this man don't have no sense. He writing us and he talking about, I was in a relationship on and off with my baby mama for 7 years. We got a 5-year-old and we got a 3-year-old. So you knew 2 times you wanted her to be a baby mama, but not a wife. Then he said, I'm in a relationship with another woman now. Okay. Okay. I like the news. So he said, I'm in a relationship with another woman right now. Sounds like baby mama said, okay, bet. His kids came and told him that his baby mama was marrying Thomas in September. Bet. Sounds great. And they like Thomas. Okay, so they're excited. Baby girl's gonna be the flower girl. What is she supposed to be? The handkerchief? She's supposed to be the flower girl, sir. Now he mad talking about I knew it this nigga, but how this nigga get my baby mama? She didn't even come and console me first. She's stabbing me in the back. She was supposed to see if I wanted to try this thing again and if I wanted our family to work. How dare she do this? He said, should I just go ahead and let her get married? What? Should I let her get married or should I try to break this thing up? See, this is why we don't like y'all sometimes. As a matter of fact, he didn't say like, he said this is why we hate y'all sometimes because y'all do sneaky shit like this and move on with your life and get engaged and do things the right way and get the attention to the man they wanted. How dare you not still be in here with me after 7 years and 2 kids that I left you with? How dare you? He wants to know if he should stop the wedding and see if she wants to be a family again. That's it. That's the story. Hey, smiley girl. Go to hell. What about your girlfriend? What about the other one? The new woman, not the other woman. The new woman. You're in a relationship. You're in a relationship. You should leave all women alone. You need to have your head examined because in the interim of wanting to ruin the baby mama's life, you also, hey, pretty V, you also don't have a problem with leaving and hurting the woman that you with now. Can you guys do me a favor and grab your daily heart me? Tap the screen and share it alive if you like. If you need me to recap the story, I will do that too. This one is short. I can recap it for you. I know I do TikTok, so I have to recap a couple of times, and that's okay. These stories be good as hell, child. You can't make these motherfuckers up. I told y'all I picked some good stories for tonight. I'm trying to tell you. What y'all gonna tell? What you got? He needs your advice. What would you say if this was your brother and was asking you a question like this, or your son? What would you say if this was your son asking you these questions? What would you say? Please, Bueller, Bueller, anyone, anyone? I'll tell you what I would say to him. I would tell him leave both of those women alone and grow up. She has found love. She is getting married. And the person, thank you so much, Fido Gifta. Fido Gifta. She's moved on with her life. Leave her alone. You occupied 7 of her years and you've been through childbirth with her twice. I personally believe if you could watch somebody give birth twice to your seed, and it's certain times that just make you extra loving and open your eyes and all of these things. Birth, death, a wedding, birth, a wedding. I think that's it. Or if somebody like becomes sick. Hello, boo thing. Um, if you was with this woman for 7 years already and you watched her birth 2 of your children and nothing about you said, I want this to be my wife, so much so that you kept playing for some more years, you've moved on with another woman. She decided, okay, you with the other woman. Now she's with Thomas. Sounds like your daughter likes her. They're planning a wedding. Leave that girl alone. No, you don't need to be trying to break up no wedding. And I don't give a fuck if a fuck nigga like you hate women. Because that was already clear. See, that's why we hate y'all sometimes. We already know at this point that a lot of black men hate black women. But here's what I will say to you. And I'm sorry, I have to be the one to tell you. I do have a degree in this, but this is not paid for. This is unofficial therapy. Go talk to your mama who truly hurt your feelings or did something in some area that you can't address, and that's why you a fuck boy. Or she raised you really well and you hard headed and wanted to go with what you see on social media, the streets. You have low self esteem and you trying to build it up the wrong way. And she actually did her very best job. Go get, you can find out both in therapy. You can. And you can leave women. Thank you so much. You can do both of those in therapy. 9 times out of 10 is that your mother has done something that you didn't like, or whatever the case, and you need to have an adult conversation and work that out. Because for you to even be able to spew, that's why we hate women sometimes. You do sneaky shit like this and you got a whole daughter. I need you to do better for her because you're setting a terrible example for her. What would be a good example is if you would stay with that woman that you with, since you've been with her for however long, and make it work with her. Like the mom is trying to do. Show what a family is supposed to look like, not be a distraction and destruction for them. Leave them alone. Show them that you can still love and support their mom, because you need to leave them alone. Now, this is one question I do have though. When you with somebody and y'all have kids together, do you think it's a point where you should tell the other person, hey, I'm seriously dating. This person is going to be around our kids. We're going to get married. Do you want to meet the person? So that all the grown-ups could sit down and talk, because marriage takes it into everyone technically being involved. Yes, I think so too. I think so too. I wanted that. The other people involved didn't have sense when I got married. But I thought that both set of parents should have sat down, because she remarried one of them. I thought that we should have sat down with each of the moms, and then I thought we all should have sat down together. And I thought that the grandparents at that point should have been the boundary set, because some of their parents are way too involved deeply for this kid. I think so. I think it's for the kids, and I also think a little bit different. I think that when you marry somebody that have kids, or you two have kids, whether you together or not, you're family. That child made you family. And it's nothing you can do to get around that. So why not try your best to be a good human to each other and do the things that's necessary for the kids? It's an extended family. It absolutely is, because there's not a major event where you will not see each other. There's not everyday decisions. There's things that you think about that are the same. A mom or a dad on a birth certificate or a death certificate don't have any more ranking than the other one. You're equal. That is something that you are bonded and equal to, legally and otherwise. Why wouldn't you want to? And then it's a level set for, that door being open, like me being able to call their moms, and their moms knowing that they can call me, as the step parent. I'm the step parent. Um, it doesn't make sense to me, some of these things that people do, but they really do believe and operate it that way. One time we was at, I think we went to breakfast. It was one of the kids promoting out of one of the grades in elementary school. And one of the baby mamas, was she married at yes, because she got married a month before us on purpose. She says something like, always be loyal to your soil, or something like that. And me, not speaking hood bonics, especially not coming from her, but um I'm thinking to myself, you in church 8 days a week. You're also married. No, you don't be loyal to your soil. You be loyal to your family that you built. That is your soil. But I knew after that she didn't have sense. I mean, I knew it before that, but I knew it after that she didn't have sense. Do I think she's a horrible baby mama? That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, in that, for that particular thing, you don't have sense, because soil, no, you planted me for me to leave and cleave. If I'm gonna be loyal to my soil, then that means I will be loyal to my mama. I'm not gonna be loyal to my mama before I'm loyal to my husband. And here's the thing, biblically. But here's the thing: if you truly love somebody, you love them appropriately. My mother would never intervene in that space, nor my husband actually intervene in that space, and they got along just fine. When you truly love somebody, you have your own lane. Because the same way I would jump in front of a moving car to save one, I would jump in front of a moving car to save another. Now, I was asked in therapy, what would you do if it was both? And I said both. Yeah, but you got to pick one. No, I don't. How you gonna do both? You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Because what are the odds of it really happening? So why are you forcing me to try to answer this damn question? I'm not answering it. The answer is both. The answer is both. Shit, the answer is I'm going to do what I need to. Hell, I was asked that when I was getting my master's degree. What would you do, if your family was drowning? I said, carry them all on my back. Well, which one would you carry first? My mama, because she can't swim. Well, what about the little kids? They can swim. But what if they couldn't? Carry them all on my back. I would be a flotation device. Hold on to me. I got a sister. I got a mama. I got a niece. I got a nephew. At that time, it was 4. Answer makes sense to me. That to me is the epic kind of love. That to me is the love that supersedes everything else. And when people are like this and they say they love their kids, that's why, y'all, for my brain, it don't work. Because I'm a true Aquarius and I was raised well. I'm very analytical. I'm very middle A-type personality. I already think about and watch things like useless facts, scariest thing that could happen, what to do if. I look at that kind of stuff because I'm like, I wonder if that came up, would it apply? It saved my life once in a car accident with my bestie. We spun out on black ice and I talked her through it based off of what I had heard before. Hey, Shebata! Based off of what I heard before. I was scared as hell. But I remembered that in that instant. I'm telling you, sometimes you got to talk things out. You really do. This man, he needs to talk that out with a professional. I'm sorry, I can't say that name. Welcome in, Stuart. But yeah, he needs to talk to a professional, not bad, but real, real bad. Why would you want to stop a wedding? You're a fuck nigga. Don't stop that wedding. Leave that girl alone. Leave that girl alone and be happy that your daughter is happy and that she's safe. If anything, you do have I think, but do you have the right because you a fuck boy? Well, I mean, I guess you still do. You have the right to ask to meet the guy that is going to be getting married. But please have your ducks in a row and act like you have some sense. This is not a peeing contest. This is not none of those things. It's really not. So you should just want to go in and get to know who's going to be around your children. Thank him for being good to your children. Give him your number and let him know if it's anything you ever feel like you need to talk to me about my kids. Let me know. You got to start that bridge somewhere, but you definitely need to grow up because that's not the right answer. You sound like a really damaged product. You really do. They tell women, don't blame me for the previous one. Don't bring this into our relationship. Y'all bringing whole childhood trauma and trying to formulate how y'all feel. And this who y'all want us to say king to? Yes, king. I'm not calling you no damn king. First of all, you can't have a king without a queen. Could y'all please stop calling people king that's not married? You're not a king. You're a prince. There's nothing wrong with a prince, but you're a prince. You're not a king. You can't become a king without a queen. Sorry. But I was a princess forever. I love being a princess. I'm still a princess. Shit. You can't tell me nothing. You want to see my crown? Let me check. I have crowns all around my office. I'm royalty, honey. Why you think I named y'all crown royals? Because you are. And over here, honey, crowns are not crooked. And we keep them shined in the privacy of our own home. Okay, you guys want one? I think I have time for one more story if you want it. If not, never mind. Actually, never mind. You guys hold on though. TikTok, hold on. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the show today. And let me tell you, all of these stories was good as hell. So drop down in the comments if you are watching this on replay and let me know The replay is available on YouTube, Melanin Madam. My name is Melanin Madam across all of the platforms. That is my true branded name, including Prime, where you can order any one of my coloring book journals. And I additionally have one for these people on Prime as well, where you can get it and love it. And it has melanin coloring pages. Some are plus size for my plus size girlies. And they are for ages junior high through whenever, child. I wrote them as I healed through some things. My next one I'm going to do is going to be for mourning. I'm ready to do that one now. And I did finish every single thing for the one for the boy mom, including all of the illustrations. I just need to put it together, and I'm being really lazy. I need to get that together and get it out real quick because Father's Day is coming. That would have been a good release date, huh? Father's Day. Let me get that together and get it out right now. You guys are so good with making me think of things. Thank you. I appreciate that. So, court is adjourned. Please follow, subscribe, engage on your preferred platform. Follow on all platforms, but engage on your preferred platform. I understand. Thank you for all of the gifts in my gift gallery. I'll be with you guys in a minute on TikTok. Thank you on Facebook and YouTube. I really appreciate you. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Happy birthday again to Alexis, and I will be on my way in just a minute, girlfriend. Good night.